What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first ever episode of Jay and Keith Review. And basically what this is we're going to be demoing some gear. Pedals, guitars, amps, whatever we can come up with. And just, you know, show you guys what they're all about, get some sounds out of them. And, yeah, man, that's pretty much what it is. We've been playing guitar for years and years and years. We've been playing together for years and years and years. And we just kind of decided to do this on a whim. We're not getting paid for it or anything like that, so it's not a paid.
Yeah, it's just a joy.
It's just a joy and a fun. If we are getting paid for one, I will let you know ahead of time, though. But today, what are we looking at here? This is one of yours.
Yeah, it's the Digitech Ventura Vibe. It's basically 3 pedals in one. It's a vintage, which is more like a Univibe sound, which everybody knows the notorious Univibe was Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
The modern is a Vibrato, which is basically a chorus pedal without the dry signal in it, and a Rotary or Leslie's simulator.
Nice.
Very cool pedal, easy to find, and yeah, we're gonna get in pretty depth in this thing.
So yeah, well, we're gonna switch the camera view and play through some of the sounds. Keith's gonna kind of mess with the knobs and tell you what he's doing, and I'm just gonna kind of strum along, you know. All right, here we go with the Ventura Vibe Digitech, and Keith's gonna kind of walk you through what some of the effect is and what it does, and so I'll let you explain because this is your baby. So our dry signal, by the way, is into a Marshall TSL 60-watt head. Got it mic'd up with an Audix into a Marshall 4x12 cabinet. So
I'm playing a PRS.
yeah, S2 single cut S2 mahogany with bare knuckle riff-raff pickups in it.
All right, on the Ventura Vibe, we're going to start on the vintage setting, which is the Univibe. All the knobs are at 12 o'clock. Let's do your clean signal. All right, that's a clean signal. This is with the pedal on. Ooh. Everything's at 12 o'clock right now. And we're going to work with the first knob, which is the speed knob right there.
I like that.
And this second knob on the top over here is the depth. And this knob right here is actually a mix knob, so that's just your...
Oh yeah, it kind of turns it off all the way. It's got a little drive to it.
Yeah. There's a... the knob right here is actually a tone knob and a drive knob.
Oh, okay.
The tone knob, I believe, is on the bottom.
Yeah, that's definitely tone.
Nope. That's actually drive.
Oh.
And the tone knob is on the top of that.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just brightens up the highs and the mids a little bit.
Bring that back to 12 o'clock. Get that warbly sound.
Now that's the vibrato sound I like, that warbly.
Right here.
Yeah. That makes me wanna. Yeah, I dig that. So
yeah.
that's just on what, the vintage?
Vintage.
Vintage setting.
Yeah, which, as I said, it's like a Univibe sound, which was really made famous by Jimi Hendrix back in the his heyday when he was around. All right, we're going to switch over. We're going to bring everything back to 12 o'clock again. I'm going to leave the drive about 10 o'clock, bring the tone back to 12. Yeah. And we're going to switch over to the modern setting.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. So this is more of a vibrato instead of... a lot of people don't understand vibrato. It's basically just a chorus without the dry signal in it.
I was just thinking it sounds a lot like a chorus.
Yeah, you take the dry signal out of a chorus. If you run a stereo chorus pedal, you turn the mix down where or mix up where it's just the affected signal.
Yeah.
Then that's actually your vibrato. Same as a flanger, just different delay time on your affected signal.
Dig it.
All right, so we're gonna kind of ramp the speed up a little bit, turn the depth up a little bit.
Sounds like I'm getting invaded by aliens.
Yeah, most people don't. No, most people don't really like vibrato, from what I've been told, just because they don't know how to use it in a proper setting. I think it's a cool effect, you know, especially if you already got another guitar player doing something. You know, you just want to have that underlying effect from a secondary guitar player. Gives it a whole different feel to it, or a vibe.
Hint, hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
But yeah, that's pretty much a Univibe sound, or a vibrato sound. Then we're gonna have the fun part, which is the reason I bought this pedal, is the Rotary, and bring back everything back down to 12 o'clock again.
I like rotary pedals. So the only rotary pedal I know of that I've ever used is that Dunlop one. That's the
Rotary Vibe.
Rotary Vibe, yeah. That's the only one I've ever used, and that one's kind of iffy for me. But let's see.
All right.
It's almost like a phaser.
You really can hear the true sound of the Rotary when you run this thing in stereo.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can imagine you go in between both speaker cabs then.
The cool thing about on the Rotary, you hold this down, speeds it up.
Now, does it stay that way when you let off of it, or does it go back to normal?
Keep playing. Start playing again.
Yeah. Okay, it goes back.
Yeah,
right,
it ramps
so
up
cool.
and then it comes right back down.
That's
and
nice.
if you have the speed knob all the way set up top, it's not going to really do anything. See? It's already maxed
there.
out.
So you want to set it to a low and then use that to...
Basically, you know, a Rotary is a lesson speaker. You ever heard of if you ever been inside of a church or listen to like old Southern rock bands when they have somebody playing the organ, it's the little speaker they have set to the side, and it's got two speakers that are going in opposite directions. So,
right. Let's give it a little overdrive. Why don't you just mess around with it, put it in different settings, and I'll just play around.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right, we're back into the modern.
Don't switch on the fly.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, obviously you can. You got a little switch up here, but.
Chill, man.
Then we'll go back over to the vintage.
I think the vintage is my favorite. Just out of those three.
I prefer the rotary just because you can ramp it up. As you mentioned earlier, it sounds like a phaser. Actually, a Univibe is a like a 4-step phaser. So, yeah, you got different style phasers: 4-step, 8-step, 16-step phasers.
So that is the Ventura Vibe, made by Digitech. What's retail price on these usually?
About $120. You can find them used on Reverb, Guitar Center, eBay. I failed to mention earlier, this is a stereo pedal. If you want to run it in stereo, stereo
it's got
in.
2 inputs and 2 outs.
So, you know, kind of gets to that. Especially, it really works well on the rotary. So I mentioned earlier with the speakers that run, one runs this way and the other basically opposites from each other. I can't do the whole rub your stomach, pat your head thing. So
yeah.
But yeah.
Or chew gum and walk, by the way.
I said I bought it on Amazon. I got it during Christmas time. It was on sale for $80. And
you can't go wrong with that.
Nah.
And it's got a cool Joker on it, you know, the Jester on there. I mean, it's a good looking pedal. I mean, it really is.
It's built like a tank.
It's built like a tank. It's Digitech, so it's all digital, obviously, on the insides. Yeah, 9-volt power. Man, I got nothing else to say. I like it. The real telltale, and obviously I know the answer for you, but would I add it to my board? Yeah, I would put that on my board. That's something I could use in a live setting that I think can add the sound on certain songs.
Yeah, I understand, like, not every effect. You know, I said I don't particularly like vibrato that much, you know, which is crazy, but yeah, I think every effect has its place somewhere. But you know, I got this pedal for the rotary sound. I wanted that rotary sound, kind of like you hear in Black Hole Sun at the beginning. Yeah. That's what I wanted it for. And you know, Jason will tell Jason knows me really well when it comes to effects. I like to experiment a lot and play with different things. So
yeah,
I'm more the experimental side of the story.
He's more the experimental player. I'm more the tried and true. I like what I got. I don't like to add things and take things away. I like to kind of keep it the way I am. But that definitely is something I would use.
Yeah, and I also like to collect, you know, just random weird effects. So
yeah.
But yeah, that's it.
Thank you guys for watching. Comment down below if you have one of these things, or let us know what you thought about this. And this is just the first of many reviews to be coming your way.
And subscribe and like.
Later, folks.